Okay, this one's going to be similar to the Hitachi plasma TV that I did. I've already broken it down for the most part. This is just the internals. This TV sat outside for a long time, so it's a little bit dirty around here. So, but we'll take a look at what we got here. Let me grab my gloves before I go and hurt myself. Not that these will prevent me from hurting myself, but might make me hurt myself a little bit less. So these again are the boards at the bottom of the TV. These are ones. Yep, I had to cut these off, but they'll have gold fingers all along the bottom edge here. The other half of this is between two pieces of glass on the screen, and may have gold contacts as well on that. So I will be trying to recover that as well. We got gold contacts in all these spots, and some chips along here as well. Is that something, or is that just a spacer? Can't really tell. I have a feeling that's just a spacer. Primary thing I'm after on these is actually the foils and these connectors, because that's where all the gold is. And you get a lot of it. I mean, there's half a dozen or a dozen of these foils, dozen of these connectors on this side, and then two of the input pieces as well. Ribbon wires again are going to have, well, these look silver instead of gold. I'm a little shocked by that, but we'll treat it as if it's gold, and hopefully it will turn out to be gold. And we got a couple more of these. How the heck? These have plastic backings instead of the aluminum ones I'm used to. And I cannot see. I don't know if that's gold or not on that, but we will treat it as gold. This is definitely a different way I've seen of doing this. Okay, well, that popped apart there. Now, I'm not sure what's going on there. Obviously, this is some kind of a... Yeah, the weather probably made it where this is coming apart a little weird. Potentially some gold fingers down in here, though. And potentially gold fingers inside the upper portion, because it feels like now that I pulled these apart, these are all the connectors from this are actually still here. This one that came off this way, all of the pins are still in here. Yeah, they're all still there, but I don't know. We'll have to pull them apart. Potentially some gold plating in here as well. More spacer blocks, it looks like. And some chips here, similar to the ones on that Hitachi. They're the legs are all covered up. Okay, that's that way. Let's grab you guys. Those are all done. This thing is really dirty. Another ribbon cable. Nice extruded aluminum. We'll recover that. Got some gold or some copper coils down in here. Have some MOSFETs that are all hidden for the most part. You can see them on that side. Got some pins over here that they look like they might be gold plated. So happy about that. Some more over here. Another little copper bearing item there. Some aluminum capacitors. And some big, what look like film capacitors here. And more spacers. This is our main, or one of the main boards, looks like. Yeah, this is probably the power board. Plasma TVs were very power hungry TVs. So they had to have massive power boards. So this one we've got 5 big transformers, or medium transformers, I guess. A couple more copper coils here. Another transformer there. Aluminum heat sinks with MOSFETs along all of them. Some relays, it looks like. Some bridges. More copper coils over here. Some small sister boards as well. That one looks like it might have gold plating on it. I don't expect any other gold plating on pins on this board, just because it is primarily a power board. And nothing to speak of on the back side of the board. It is a heavy, chunky board though. Low grade board, but heavy. This board should be gold pins in these guys. Nice aluminum heat sinks, bunch of MOSFETs, film capacitors, aluminum capacitors, copper coils, some more capacitors over here, some more gold pins there. That's about it for that one. Processor board. Gold corner BGA. All of these connectors should have some gold pins in them. Looks like we got a little tactile switch there, so a little bit of silver. More gold pins there. And a little bit of stuff on the back side of this board, but nothing major. Okay. And we got this area. Get these two boards off. Oh shit. These are not those guys. These are this guy. Nope, smaller one. This board got a nice flat pack, a couple small chips there, some more gold connectors on the front here, and a couple rectifiers, I believe, and some aluminum capacitors. That's all loose, but they got stuff along the bottom. Mostly steel anyway. That's all steel there. Primary control board here we got, or actually this is an input output board, but I believe it's also combined with the control board. You'll see why in just a second. We got some chips and a big flat pack here. Obviously all the input outputs here. Appears to be some gold pins right there. Yeah, that's all the gold pins I see. Got a nice little gold plated fuse right there. And then we got two nice big flat packs on the back, or Gold Corner BGAs, and then a couple flat packs as well as a couple more chips. So I think that's probably where most of the processing happened. And this looks like it was a Philips TV. I didn't look at the exterior of it to confirm that. So these two little boards, just an input-output board, probably for the front. Does have a USB port here, so that'll have a little bit of gold in it. A couple of LEDs and the IR sensor, and an earwig. Earwigs are all over the place here. So I will go and condense all this down like I did on the last video, and we'll see what we got here in a moment. Back. We're back. So here's our little handful of copper wire and ribbon cables to go into the bucket for the granulator. Not much, but we'll take it. Here we have the gold-plated ends from one wire. The only one that looked like it was actually gold-plated to me. These are the ribbon cable ends, which I believe are gold now that I look at them. Potentially silver, but we'll toss them in there as well. And then all of these guys are the foils for the connections on the TV, and these are definitely gold plated. These I believe are gold plated as well. They're just contained in this plastic portion, and then obviously I'm not sure again if the connection between these two portions is gold or copper, but we will take all of it and most likely incinerate all of it and see what we're working with afterwards. And we got a small pile of primarily brass connectors as well. Then I can get this all cleaned up here. Got to come back and hit it with some grease remover. Oh, one of them started to get away. And then the boards we already went through, primary one being this one with a nice big Gold Corner BGA on it and the gold connectors on it. Lots of aluminum heat sinks, which is nice to have. Some copper, more heat sinks, and then these guys, which will have all of our gold connectors on it, as well as these chips as well. So all in, you know, I love plasma TVs. Just in terms of the return that you get for taking them apart, there's just a lot more there than CRT TVs or even modern LCD TVs. There's just a lot more content in there. They did not have they didn't have it as dialed in when plasma TVs were popular. So the components that went into them were more expensive and have higher returns on gold and aluminum and copper. So, you know, in my opinion, the plasma TV, if you can find them, granted they are going obsolete and becoming more and more extinct, but if you can find them, definitely scrap them out. The components inside them are worth just a lot more than what we see now for LCDs and even the older CRTs. The older CRTs are, you know, higher copper content, but definitely less gold content. Okay, so have a good one, guys.